Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, welcome. I'm Deidre. If you're returning, it is great to see you. So I'm gonna do some worky work while we chit chat for a moment. I am eating breakfast. I'm just doing peanut butter, porridge, oats, and half a banana with a little bit of almond milk and a little bit of salt. But yeah, I wanted to check in. So I had grief counseling yesterday. We kind of got lost in the weeds a little bit because we started talking about the baby because his 1 year heavenly birthday is coming up. So that's been a little hard for me. We talked about some things that I regret or don't regret about my pregnancy journey with him, and that like conversations I've had with my husband about if we knew things sooner, like would we have changed the way we approached things? And he said maybe, and I agree, but also I was telling her, I don't know if I would have changed things because I wouldn't have been able to have an amniocentesis until I think after 16 weeks. And I started feeling him move at 16 weeks. So I don't think that there would have been any way that I would have been willing to terminate his life. I think I still agree with I do agree with my initial decision to carry him until he was ready to go. And so, because at least to me, like that just like he only knew that I loved him and I cared about him and I supported him and I would protect him for no matter what. And so I feel like that was really like important for me once like he started moving and kicking and rolling and stuff like that. And we made it to 28 weeks and I'm so grateful for those times because he made me laugh. And I actually was sharing this with a Body Sums friend the other day. I remember I was laying in bed and June came up and she put her head on my belly and she was purring. And I felt Franklin push his head up against my belly to feel and listen to her purr on him. And I was able to like cup his little head in my hand. And I just sat there and I could like hold his head and he's listening to her. And it was just like this sweetest moment. And it's one of my favorite memories with him. And so I'm so grateful that I have that. Sorry. I'm trying not to cry, but it's just such a sweet moment. And so I'm so glad that he and I got to experience that together. It's just, yeah, it's incredible. So at least I know both of my boys are very much cat boys. Because Hunter is very much, he is a cat lover. So, and I think Franklin would have been too. Like I actually laughed when I picked Hunter up yesterday. His teacher and I were talking and she's like, oh yeah, Hunter loves his cats. And I started laughing. I said, do you know that he has 2 dogs too? And she's like, nope, didn't know that. She's like, all he talks about are the cats. Yep, he's got dogs too. But he likes his cats. So, but yeah, so I was doing that. I got a new phone. How's the quality? I know I look rough today. I'm sorry, y'all. I need to go take a shower, but I want to get my walk done first. Here we are. So I'm just trying to do some work this morning. I've been up since 6:30 because I've already done a cat sit first thing this morning. But yeah, I wanted to check in. So I had, like I was saying, grief counseling yesterday. We were talking about the baby, like I said, and I had told her that one of the regrets that I have was that I didn't actually get to like look at him like in full. Like I got to see his legs and his feet and I got to see, his head and I got to see like a little bit of his chest and tummy, but like I never really got to like look at him, look at his hands and his arms and just look at him and take him in, because I'd had a C-section and I couldn't move. And so he's on my chest. And so I'm trying to hold him and trying to open, but without getting too gruesome, like his belly was distended. So there was some blood from the skin. And so like I saw that and I just stopped and I didn't unwrap him the rest of the way. Like, I do have some pictures of him that they had taken for me, but I really wish that I had taken the moment and asked for help to be able to see him. So I was not trying to go into this morning. Goodness gracious. I'm sorry. That's just been heavy on my mind. I mean, his anniversary in heaven is 25 days from now. So here we are. So I wanted to talk about food and my counseling appointment with her about the food. So she and I started talking about food yesterday, and she figured out that, because like growing up, we didn't eat out a lot. We didn't have the money. It was very expensive, for my parents. And like, I remember my sister giving me mac and cheese or top ramen, when we would get home. And my dad always had cereal. My dad was a big cereal guy. So I have very fond emotional attachment to like Kraft macaroni and cheese. It is still my favorite macaroni and cheese. Cereal. I love cereal. I love nighttime bowls of cereal. I do. But I've attached food to comfort, and food makes you feel good, and it soothes you, and it's there for you, and it supports you, and it makes you happy. And so that's why she correlated that I had that. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. And then because we didn't eat out a lot as a child, I very much love to eat out, especially now as an adult. And I've gotten a lot better. There was a time that I was going out to dinner 2, 3, 4 times a week. We might go out once a week, if that. We did do fast food a couple of times in the last week. So we need to be better about that. For a while there, we weren't doing any of that. So we do need to like rein it back in. But it's just gotten so expensive. My husband went to Taco Bell the other day, and my food was gross. I got the chicken tacos, and they were so fatty and disgusting. I didn't even eat the meat, which is like, you need the protein. Like, what? And so, but it was $31 for 2 people at Taco Bell. Like, what? That used to be a whole dinner out for me and my husband. Like, we used to be able to go to Chewy's Tex-Mex and have dinner for $20 for the 2 of us. It's just crazy. I dropped the remote control, sorry. So yeah, it's wild. But, so we were talking about that. We were talking about, she challenged me to go through the month of June and write down every single thing that I spent money on. She told me to write it like in paper, like handwrite it, a column for eating out and a column for groceries, and write down how much we spent for all of it. And she's like, and then ask yourself, what could we have paid off? I just shifted our Disney trip to a different resort and saved $1,000. She's like, what out of this eating out money, what could you have paid towards Disney, or what could you have saved towards your trip, or to buy your flights, or to, this or that? And I was just like, well, dang it, she has a point. So, yeah, we were talking about that this morning. Not this morning, yesterday morning. So I'm going to do that at some point today. I'm going to sit down and write all that out. Because I do think it's important. And my husband's like, I just like to live like not knowing. And I said, yeah, but then you get mad that you don't know because we're, short on cash or whatever the case may be. So he was like, we were talking about that this morning and stuff. So yeah, it's just kind of funny. But my Apple Watch charger decided to go take a dive into my oatmeal bowl. So yeah, I don't know. So I'm going to do that today. We'll see how enlightening that is. I got a new iPad Air. I'm waiting for the case and stuff. I did put a screen protector on it already. I'm going to give my husband my old iPad. I need to turn my old phone in And I think I'm going to sell my old Apple Watch because I got a new Apple Watch and a new band. We went to Disney in December. And I got a new phone. Like I said, we switched. So here's what I did for our budget. It might not even out for a couple months, but that's okay. I signed up my cell phone service with Verizon, from Verizon to AT&T. So right now I pay $75 a month for my AT&T Uverse internet. I've upgraded our internet to the fiber for 3 times the speed, and I'm getting it for $42 a month. And then the cell phones, I was paying $285 for my nephew's cell phone, but my nephew paid for his phone, my phone, my husband's phone, the Apple Watch, and the iPad. Well, now we're paying $108 and we got all new devices. We only had to pay the tax on the devices, and then we pay like a little monthly fee for like the watch and the iPad. I don't know about the phone yet. I haven't seen, I don't get the breakdown yet, so I haven't been able to see like what all those are. But yeah, so I'm really excited about that. Sorry. So I'm saving after it balances out, after like all the fees and setups and all that stuff. Hopefully it really is like in the hundreds, because that's a big savings on our budget. So I'm really happy about that. I've been with Verizon for over 17 years. So it's a big deal that I changed. But that's okay. I feel like I'm a little puffy today. Probably because I'm tired. I did not walk yesterday. That was not my intention. I did my 10K Saturday. I did a walk on Sunday. But yesterday, like, my energy was just zapped. And so I did do my Pilates last night, but it was a really hard Pilates workout. And it was a longer one. It was like 33 minutes. Whew. It was rough. It was a hard one. But I did do that. So at least I did Pilates for 30 minutes yesterday. So, oh, there's a picker in the front yard. We are trying to clean out the garage. And so my husband put out a whole bunch of stuff outside. And so there's one of the, you know, those people that like come and they like sell stuff at like swap meets and stuff. I think that's what he is, because he's taken the like the infant swing for outside and the workout bag. But we have, he's taking the baby gate. We have a queen size bed frame out there. We have the bumper to my husband's old truck. He finally put that out there. We have a tailgate ladder and all kinds of stuff. So looks like he's coming to take some things, which I am not mad about. He's taking the truck ladder. I don't think he's taking the bed frame. Dang it. That was a good bed frame. I bought that bed frame brand new in a small town at the furniture store. And that was like my first like adult like purchase for like my new apartment. Like I'd bought cars and stuff before, but that was like my first like big girl like furniture purchase, besides like a couch with my ex-boyfriend. And so I was pretty excited about that. But we got a king size bed now. Oh, he's taking the bed frame. Are you gonna take the bed? Because that would be awesome if you do. Let's see what it takes. So sorry, I'm getting distracted out the window. Are we surprised? So yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all today. I have my last weigh-in for Body Slims tomorrow. I'm not sure how that's gonna go, but all we can do is our best. I'm just focusing on, I'm still here, I'm still on the pitch, I'm still doing everything I'm supposed to. I, you know, show up for myself every day. I've had some challenges. Oh, he took everything except for the bed frame and the bumper. So, you know, it's less stuff that we have to get rid of. So I'll take it. But, yeah, so I was talking to my counselor about it yesterday. I said, I know comparison is the thief of joy, but it's hard when I see other people doing like so amazing and I'm over here, you know, on the same 30 pounds. And she's like, but you haven't gained it back. She's like, and I was talking to another one of my Body Sims friends, May, and she's like, Deidre, she's like, Jared always talks about the challenges. She's like, you've had some hell of a challenges. Like with the she didn't say hell. You know, she's like, with the postpartum depression, the grief from losing your son, she's like, you have been through so much. She's like, you have to give yourself some credit for that. And like, she's right. It's just hard because I'm so hard on myself. Like I like to be perfect and meet challenges and do these things, but also like I don't show up for myself like I show up for other people. So I'm working on that. That's why I'm doing the 30-day Pilates challenge. I'm trying to prove to myself that I can do it and I can do hard things. And so can you. So I hope that this was an enlightening chat, you know. Yeah. Apparently I have a pimple that's like bleeding right there. I don't know. Don't mind. Look, we all know I'm a mess a lot of the time. I just wanted to film a little chatty chat with you just to kind of fill you in on what the last like week or so has been like. And, you know, I'm trying to do this like 2-week hormone like reset diet exercise thing for Chalene Johnson. But I've already failed day 1 yesterday, so I got to get back to it. So I'll get there. But I hope y'all are having a great day. I will talk to you later. Make sure you subscribe down below and hit like on this video, and I'll check in later. Bye, y'all.